What is going on, YouTube? This is Luci with CineFACTS. Give you guys an unboxing video of a Canon camera I've been wanting to get my hands on for a little while to check out. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into this bad boy. Roll credits! I decided I wanted to check out the Canon EOS M50. There were a lot of factors that went into me deciding I wanted to try this camera out. Mainly, Amazon right now for the holidays is throwing out a pretty good bulk package deal for the M50, a bunch of extra gifts and whatnot. I think it came out to about $650 on Amazon, not including the adapter, because I have EFS lenses. So that was another $100 also on sale. So I said, you know what, for $750, let me try it out. If I don't like it, I can send it back, get my money back. If I do like it, great. I keep it as a B cam. I can also take this, since it's not as bulky as the ADD, out for photography and just have something that's a little bit more light in weight and easier to travel with. So let's just break this bad boy open. Ooh, I probably shouldn't break this box all the way just in case I don't end up liking it. Emma. All right. Oh, all right. Little mini condenser shotgun mic. Catch it. Look at that. So let's put our hand behind that. That looks great. That came with it. I figured this would be great for reference audio. Came with a little filter kit. I believe this is for 49mm Vivitar. I mean, a little bit lower end, I would go with KNF. I got so many of these things. It's actually not that bad. It's kind of nice. Ooh, it came with a bunch of gifts. A little tripod with movable legs, which is kind of cool. I mean, damn, that's tough. Lens cleaning kits. I mean, some cool freebies, you know. A lot of what I would expect from a lot of these package cameras comes with a lot of this stuff. It's not bad to have. It's nice to have some cleaning products from time to time for your camera. Came with a little monopod, 72-inch monopod, so maybe not the smallest. 64 gig class 10 card, SanDisk. All right, so this, let's get that out of here. This is a Canon EOS M50. One thing I want to let you guys know about is I do have Sigma Art Series EFS lenses. So you're probably thinking, Luci, what the freak were you thinking? Well, I was thinking, hello? Ooh, huh, I almost fell out. EFM to EOS adapter. So, I was thinking clearly, people. Let's get it out and see what we have in here. Now, I was kind of excited to get this camera in for the reason being that I had an option to get a white one. Hello, freak, yeah. It is beautiful. Look at that, people. Let's get the hand behind it like, you know, the beauty vloggers. Nope, nope, nope. Catch it, catch it, catch it. Bow. It is just kind of beautiful. So you do get a pop-out LCD screen. It actually looks freaking phenomenal. So we got my battery charger. The lens. 15 to 45mm. Sort of, how the freak does this close? Who needs these? Now that we have it out of the box, it's actually really kind of a nice little camera to have. One of my main reasons of wanting this is it is much smaller, much more compact than the camera that I have now, which would make doing my light photography around the city just that much easier to do. So I am going to clean all of this up and we're gonna go do some test stuff with this. So Before we do some test footage with the Canon EOS M50, I just want to give you guys some quick tips and tricks on this. So when you get something new like this in, one of the first things that you should always do is go directly to the brand website and see if any updated firmware has been posted. They had actually just put out new software November 21st of 2019. So it's always good practice to do that. So with that all being said, let's go test this bad boy out. I wanted to show you the user capability with the 4K footage that is allowed with this camera. It is a great tool to have if you are a vlogger or you like to create videos on YouTube, tutorials, anything like that. Most YouTubers upload videos in 1920 by 1080. Why is that if they're using 4K footage? Reason being is you can use this 4K footage to punch in on close-up shots, to hide cuts. That is a big reason why this camera is so versatile. So without further ado, let's get into some test footage and let's see what this camera can do, baby. Hey guys, so I just wanted to give you my official review and final thoughts about the M50. Ultimately, I am deciding to send this camera back. There are a few different factors of why I'm sending this back. One of the first things is when I was going through the footage, I had realized that when I was shooting in 4K, the autofocus just was not very strong. It was going in and out of focus consistently. It was highlighting my face, but it wasn't keeping the focus consistent. It would keep it for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then the focus would start going in and out until it would catch slightly again. So I was having problems with that. Now it could be I'm using EFS lenses on a camera that generally is made for EFM lenses. Could be the adapter, it's just not having the right connection. That being said, I'm not dropping money for EFM lenses and it is completely useless to me. If I can't let it run and rely on that, then there's no point for me to be having this. Is as simple as it is. Now, mind you, 4K, if you go through the shots and you see the punch-in shots, you'll notice that the focus was actually fairly soft. I'm not sure if that's because of the focus issues I was having with it, but it seemed a lot softer than I was expecting. Another factor with this camera that I was very displeased with was its dynamic range. If you look at some of these shadows, you'll notice a very, very strong color noise and grain in there. And for me personally, I know for the untrained eye, it's not very noticeable, but for us professionals, we pick up on stuff like that. And when you're shooting outside in fantastic lighting and you're getting that strong grain with having your settings on the best quality settings that you can, that's very alarming to me. So that's another reason why I'm ultimately deciding to just return this camera. Another aspect that you guys should be aware of, the high frame rate is 120 frames per second with this at 1280 by 720. If you have autofocus, provided your autofocus works, when you go into that setting and shoot at that frame rate, your autofocus gets disabled. So I would highly recommend that you put your focus peaking on. You know, I think you have the choice between yellow, blue, and red colors. So that's probably going to be your best bet in grabbing the focus at a high frame rate like that. Although, you know, scaling it up didn't look that bad. I thought the high frame rate was actually quite nice on it. I wish my Canon 80D would do that, but I'll settle for 60 frames a second at 1920 by 1080. So, official review, it's an okay camera. Is it the best? No. Is it the worst? No, it's not. It's a great camera under $1,000, and for somebody who wants something super lightweight, gives you a halfway decent image quality, and you want to start doing some small light video work and photography work, I wouldn't be too displeased with having this in my arsenal. And that's it for me, Luci at CineFACTS. We'll see you guys later.